Good afternoon, traders. It's Erica at Alpha E-Trades. It is Thursday, April 8th. Almost, it's about 12:45 p.m. here. I waited to do a video here just because we're just slowly grinding to the upside. And so let's take a look. Currently, we have ES up about 15 points, NQ up about 121 points, and RTY up 14 points. Now, back at our charts here, this is ES, the 1440-minute chart and or the daily chart. So these are our potential targets here, 4110. Nothing has changed. That's target 1. Target 2 is 4220. But again, traders, this doesn't mean that we can't see a pullback here. We have not got the pullback yet, but we're going to look at the 4-hour chart here and see what can potentially happen here. I always point out we have our targets, but then I always point out if we do have a pullback of where price may go. So again, the market is extremely bullish, and so any dips are certainly buying opportunities. So here's our big picture update here for the daily chart, 1440-minute chart. Okay, now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, and this is what I find kind of interesting, and to see if we finally get a tiny pullback. Now, the past few days we were stuck in this consolidation zone, literally sideways, 2 days of just price action doing nothing, and then we did break above and we closed. Okay, nice efficient candle, closed outside the range of the previous candle. Now let's take a look here on our extensions. Now from this 240-minute chart on ES, 4-hour chart, we're holding here at the 76.4 Fibonacci. What I'm eyeing here, traders, is if we were to hold here and have a mini pullback. Let's take a look. Okay, let's throw in a fib retracement from this swing high down to this swing low. Okay, let's stretch up the chart. Where are we hitting? 61.8. If we hold below here, traders, the 76 fib at 40.89, what we potentially can see here is just a tiny pullback. Okay, and it's going to look something like, let's throw in some futuristic price projections if this were to happen. Here are your sellers right here. Okay, your sellers are at 40.75 if this were to trigger. And this would be target 1, 40.69, taking us back into this sideways consolidation chip chop. So target 1, if this were to trigger, okay, nothing is confirmed yet, very, very strong bull market. And then target 2 would be 40.62. Again, we're still in this ugly chop zone. Target 3 would be the 200 here, and take a look here at the correlation with the low here, traders, the 40.51 area. Okay, it's a nice correlation, so that's a healthy pullback if this were to happen. Okay, these legs are long, so essentially if this were to happen, it would probably look something like, oops, it would probably look something like this. Price comes back, retest, and then price goes. Okay, and so this is going to be some more sideways crappiness, so to speak, as well. So I'm just pointing out the what if scenario if we hold. Okay, stochastics here is kind of hinting that it may. So we'll see if that happens or not. Overall target for the 240-minute chart is 4104, but ideally 4110 is our main target on the daily chart. Okay, so that's what we've got going on here if we're going to attempt to have this pullback or not. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. Wasn't sure if we were going to get this on this grinding sideways here. This was pretty miserable to sit and trade, and so we'll see what happens. Okay, so let me put these back on here. Tomorrow we'll see how this goes if this is triggered. Okay, so again here, traders, your sellers are at 40.75. It will take a close below 40.75. Notice it's a prior breach point over here. Okay, so this is your sellers, and you need a true close below for this to trigger. Okay, otherwise it's just null and void. Okay, So that's what we've got going on ES. Let's take a look at NQ. Now I'm flat on NQ because we have exhausted all of our 3 targets here. Yesterday I drew on another price projection, and it's a little bit of the same scenario here. We are holding at the 76.4, so we could see this starting to attempt to pull back as well here, but I don't like it. A lot of risk on these charts here as we slowly grind to the upside though. But if we can close above this 60 or 76.4, we're going to target the 13,850. Okay, this would be the target on NQ if the market can keep grinding to the upside here. RTY, let's take a look at RTY. Okay, RTY hit our target a couple days ago. I had said on the video 220, and at the time I believe it was S3, so let's take a look here. We actually went down to 2209, and now very interesting because RTY has started its pullback already here, and I had highlighted your sequential failure with these right here. Here's oops. Okay, sequential failure, and then here is another sequential failure if this holds. Okay, and so we'll see another price projection on an RTY. Let's do another price projection. Okay, so we'll take this swing high to this high. Okay, let me clean up my charts here. We've already met all those targets. And so here are your sellers again here on RTY. Here's your sellers, 2211. You need a solid close underneath this. Target 1 traders would be 2170, your 100 extension, and then target 2 is 2141. And so that's what we've got going on RTY. Okay. So very slow paced day here. So the main key here, traders, is on ES on that 4-hour chart to see if we get that pullback or not. However, ultimate target, we're targeting 4110. And we'll be back tomorrow to see exactly what happened. Have a good trading day.